It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview the Buffalo Beauts NWHL/PHF rookie Emilie Harley. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Brandon?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to play professional hockey coming out of college?
Sure. So at first, I actually didn't think that I was going to become a professional hockey player at all, because I was actually applying to medical school, and that's where I thought I was going to go right after I graduated. But the Beauts reached out to me in March, like only a few months ago, when our season was ending, and I had a really good talk with Nate, the general manager. And, after talking with my family, we just kind of decided that this was a once in a lifetime opportunity that, I could only play at this level and continue to sort of be an athlete at this level right now in my life. And so I decided to defer med school and play for the Beauts.
What was your hockey college experience like at Robert Morse?
At Robert Morris, I had the best time. I just remember that, like, going from high school to college, it was definitely an adjustment. Like my first 2 years at Robert Morris were really tough because the game was just that much faster and more skilled. But I had some pretty like skilled teammates to look up to and learn from. And then sort of the second half of my college career is sort of when I started to come into my own game. And obviously our senior year, we won our championship. So that was awesome.
What was it like for you to put on your college hockey jersey for Robert Morse?
I think I remember like the first time I put it on, it was just kind of surreal. Like it's an honor to have like my last name and number on the jersey, but we kind of always talked about the theme that like the crest on the front is more important. So, I'm always playing for my teammates and playing for the people that played before me and representing the school. And so wearing that logo was definitely a big deal.
What were some of your college accomplishments at Robert Morse?
Um, well, in my sophomore year, I got a hat trick for my first and only college career hat trick, so that was awesome. And I think because of that, I was like a CHA athlete of the week or something. Like I got honored for that. And I didn't set like a lot of points records or anything like that, but I was the presidential scholar athlete, which was like given out at the RMU awards banquet for my senior year. And I was a co-SIDA All-American or something. And then as a team, like we were 3-time regular season CHA champs and one-time playoff champs.
Of course, during your career with Robert Morris, was there any intuition that obviously the professional league was looking at you and wanting you to come?
No, I had no idea at all, actually. I was really surprised that anybody knew who I was. And when my coach said, hey, like the Beauts want to talk to you, I was pretty surprised.
What was it like, of course, whenever your coach said the Beauts wanted to talk to you, and obviously you talked to Nate, and then obviously now you're a Beauts?
Yeah, what was it like? I don't know, like, I guess I just wanted to keep all my options open. Like I said, I was thinking about going to med school, but um, I've been, dreaming of playing college hockey my whole life. And even though I didn't really think about the NWHL, I was like, well, this is kind of like the logical next step. And it's just like another narrowing of like athletes that get to go that far. So yeah, when I talked to Nate, we just kind of asked about, where do we play and what is the practicing like? Because it's very, very different than college. But ultimately, like, they're in Buffalo too, so it's not too far from home. And, I thought it would be a good fit. So
What was the phone call like whenever he said that you were gonna get drafted?
when they told me that they were going to draft me, I was really excited. That was special to me. My brother was drafted to the NHL, so I sort of went through that experience with him. And I was hoping that it would kind of be the same energy for me, and it definitely was.
What was it like, obviously, to sign your contract and finally become a professional hockey player?
Honestly, signing, like, I just kind of did it in my living room one day after I printed out the contract. And we didn't like have any like big party or big hurrah about it. So it was kind of chill. And up until this point, like, we start training camp this weekend, but it just kind of doesn't even feel real yet.
What are some of the things that you look forward to as you start training camp in this upcoming week?
Mostly just meeting all the girls. So far, we've had like just a couple events, and I've met a couple of girls that have already moved into town, but finally being together with the entire team, I think is what I'm most excited about.
What do you look forward to accomplishing in your rookie year as a first professional athlete?
Um, well, I'd love to get some points on the board for sure. Um, and I just want to continue playing how I sort of finished my upperclassmen years at Robert Morris. Like, I think I was a pretty like shut down defender. That's something that I take very seriously in my game. So just making it as easy as I can on the goaltenders, and then yeah, hopefully having some fun on the front end.
What is it going to feel like to obviously get to meet some of your teammates like Taylor or Kersey?
Um, I'm excited to meet some of the like veterans on the team because I just want to know, what their experiences have been with the league, and even before, like, there's such a range of experience and like ages coming into this. So I just want to like pick up on anything I can from the vets.
What is it going to feel like to obviously play some of your former teammates, of course, as a Beauts player now, as some of your
Um,
teammates are with Connecticut, some are with Metropolitan?
Yeah, I think it'll be really fun. There's obviously going to be like no hard feelings. It'll be good to see them too, because we haven't really seen each other since we left school. But there's going to be no mercy on the rink. So,
What are some of your game day routines and rituals that you had at Robert Morse that you will take over in your professional career?
um, I guess pre like getting to the rink, I don't really ever do anything specific. But once I'm there for the game, I usually like to play sewer. So hopefully there's some people that like to warm up with some soccer before the game. Um, I just make sure that I like stretch out really well, visualize a little bit, and then when I'm like getting dressed, I always put the left side of all my equipment on first. And then I always like make sure I do some handshakes in the tunnel before getting on the ice.
What is it going to feel like, obviously, with being in the NWHL and obviously the fans are very interactive? What is that going to feel like to obviously get to meet some of your fans?
I'm so excited. I'm honestly already have been impressed by just like the size of the sorry, by the size of the Buttes fan base, and the support that we've already been getting is just amazing, and it makes me feel so good. And like the future of this league is bright, and the rink actually has sort of, I mean, it wraps around the stands, but it's mostly like one-sided bleachers, which is very similar to Robert Morris. So I'm excited. It kind of makes it always feel like a packed house.
What who are some of the people that you implement your game after?
I don't actually watch very much NHL hockey unless it's live, but since I made the switch from forward to D, I've tried to watch my brother a lot. I think, he's a really smooth skater. can see the ice really well and make passes really well. So if there's any defenseman that comes to mind with those qualities, I think that's who I try to model my game after. And also lately, I think in these playoffs for the past year, I heard a lot about Cale Makar, and he's like incredible as an offensive defenseman. So if I could be a little bit like him, then that'd be great too.
But of course, when you got drafted and you signed, did your brother give you any advice on now becoming a professional athlete after being, of course, in the NHL for a while?
We kind of have like a joking relationship, but he hasn't been in the NHL yet. He's just been playing in the AHL. And I'm older than him actually, so it's kind of like we're having a little competition. I'm sure we'll be calling each other whenever we get points or something like that. But yeah, I mean, he would just tell me to like have fun and work hard.
What are some of your future plans as you begin your professional hockey career?
Like aside from hockey
Mhm.
or so I'm going to be working, just continuing to stay involved in the medical field. And hopefully I'll be joining the Jacobs Institute in Buffalo, and just staying very close to healthcare and getting as much experience as I can there before going to med school.
What are some of your future plans in your professional hockey career as you get started?
I guess, I'm kind of open to anything and we'll see where this year goes, but I hope it'll be really fun. And, if it is as good as I think it's going to be, then maybe I'll take another year or something.
What is it going to be like to obviously balance being a nursing student and also a professional athlete?
Well, I'm actually not a nursing student. I'm not really a student at all anymore, actually, since I graduated from RMU. But because the like practices for the Beauts are just like twice a week at night, I can basically be in medicine almost full time other than that. So I've been balancing being a student athlete my entire life. So I think I have the hang of it.
What advice would you give future college athletes looking to obviously play college hockey?
I would say just like stick to your craft. Ignore like negativity and things like that. And the harder that you work at it and the more dedicated that you are to it, um, good opportunities will come your way. Yeah.
What advice would you give those college hockey players like you that are transitioning from playing college hockey to now jumping into the professional hockey career?
Um, Kind of the same thing that I would give to younger girls, I guess, is just stay focused and, come as physically ready as you possibly can. And sort of everything else will fall into place. Um, and just don't be nervous.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
On Instagram, my handle is Harley22. And I think it's the same for Twitter.
Thank you again, Emma Harley, for your interview and best of luck in your future as you begin your Buffalo Beauts career.
Thanks so much.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Emma Harley, for your interview and best of luck in your future as a Buffalo Beauts.
Thanks. See ya.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.